You got to be fast if you want to win. You got to be quick. The thing is that sometimes that is the only thing that's going to set you apart. Sometimes that's all it's going to be. You know, I had a situation where I was super excited to work with someone, and we built a nice relationship. I was loving his energy and the way that we were going about everything we were about to do. And all of a sudden, someone reached out to me, and I kid you not, within 2 hours, we were on a call. And at the end of that call, I had already signed a deal. I had already signed a contract. And the only reason that really happened was because this guy was super fast. You know, he was like, let's talk. You know, he signed up for my calendar first. First, he signed up for a time on my calendar that was like a week or so out. Then he DM'd me on Instagram. And then I responded, and, you know, he was asking for my number. And I'm like, dude, I was like, here's my email. Like, whatever you need, send it to my email. And then eventually we were going to set up a call. And he was like, you know, send me your number. Like, let's set up a call. And I was like, do you have a Calendly link? And I learned later that he didn't have a Calendly link. But I kid you not, within minutes, he had sent me a Calendly link. And so by the time we got on the call, you know, it was over. It was basically over, because not only was he fast, but also the other thing was that he was prepared, right? He was prepared on that call to send me that agreement. He was prepared on that call to move on to the next step. And so if you're in high ticket sales, or if you're in business in general, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. I just wanted to kind of showcase how important it can be to be fast and to just have that speed, because, you know, obviously I'm moving at a certain speed, and he was giving me what I needed to move forward, right? Like, if you can give the person what they need to move forward, then you can get the deal. But if you can't give them what they need to move forward, then, you know, if you're making them go and do something, right, then you're going to potentially slow down the process. And then in this situation, people are reaching out to me, right? People are reaching out to me, pitching me. So at that point, you know, you could lose the lead. So, you know, on the other end, it might be that they are seeking out an answer to their problem. And if they're seeking it out and they find that solution before you get back to them, or before you provide them what they need to move forward, then it might be over with. So just wanted to share that really quickly. Sometimes that's all it is, speed to lead. And if you can do that effectively, and you keep that as a principle in everything that you're doing, that can have a massive impact on your bottom line. I was actually talking to this guy, and he was like talking about something that Alex Hormozi had said or something. And he was like, you know, getting to your leads within 60 seconds or something like that can literally be the difference between a 396% increase in your business, something like that. Just imagine it, right? Like, it's an exponential kind of function. Like, the faster you get to the lead, the more likely you are to actually get them in the door. And that time, right, that you spend, that time that sits in between is an exponential drop off, right? So that's it. Get quick and provide what that person needs to move forward. Don't ask them to do something to move forward. Unfortunately, once again, I wanted to work with this guy, but that's just not how it worked out. So see you next time.